Ska is a genre of music that originated in Jamaica and became reggae later on. It's sort of the Jamaican version of R&B, them trying to play like American Motown records and not quite doing it right. And then what we're doing is trying to play American Motown records and not quite doing that right, and then coming out with our own thing. It's got a lot of jazz influence and funk influence, and what we play has got a lot of punk influence, because we play third wave ska.
So technically we're trying to play what other people were trying to play, what they were trying to play, what they were trying to play.
Exactly.
Yeah. High school, John Gray was learning the guitar because he wanted to get all the ladies, and he still does. And he was like, I want to be in a band because I know how to play guitar now, so what do I do? So he convinced our friend Blake and I to learn instruments. He was like, Blake, learn the drums, and then Keenan learned the bass. So we formed a band. It was a punk band. It was Shotgun Diplomacy, and then our friend Tim, we found out, played the trumpet. So we invited him to join the band, and we became a ska band. That's essentially how it happened. It was, we didn't set out to be a ska band. It just kind of became a ska band because we had the ability to play ska, and it's more exciting, we think.
Yeah.
More dynamic. So, yeah.
I write chords and lyrics and give it to Keenan, and we write the song around that. Or
I write, a song and chords, and he writes the lyrics around it. Yeah, so.
Make noise until they look at me and smile. And then I think that's a good time to know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
Yeah, you like to just mix it up a lot in the early stages of the song. Yeah. If something sounds particularly, fitting, then.
Yeah, I usually play like 3 or 4 different styles of drumming in the same time, the same run through, and then I'm like, well, which one works?
So normally Keenan or someone normally writes out a horn line along, and then normally Patrick and I and Corey and Natalie tend to kind of make it more, because we make harmonies and.
Well, usually there's a sax horn line and a brass horn line, and then from there it kind of gets split.
Yeah.
We shoot for once a week.
Well, twice a week.
Twice a week.
We definitely do.
When have we ever practiced twice a week?
Every
week. Yeah. I don't know.
We always do Sunday.
It's the second basis you guys are telling me about, because I don't think I come to it.
It's usually It's usually Wednesday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Recently, it's been twice a
week. Okay, sometimes twice a week.
Maybe the past 2 weeks.
Since the summer. Since I've been here.
Okay, that's because we're trying to get you caught up. Maybe.
Yeah, I like practicing. We've been practicing twice a week for a while.
Yeah. So
once to twice a week.
Yes.
Yep.
A lot. Well, no.
How did you feel about that?
I wanted to just leave and not talk to anybody and die, and we don't speak of it.
Well, the first show we had Rocco in for was we knew that our old drummer had to leave because he was going to college, so we started training Rocco up, and we had a show where Blake couldn't make it, so we
Blake's
had
our old drummer.
Yeah, Blake is our old drummer. We had a show where Blake couldn't make it, so we're like, oh, let's have Rocco see how he's doing. And it's not Rocco's fault. He had been to 2 practices, and it was just horrible. It was.
Also, we were only 3 horns then. We were an alto sax, a tenor sax, and a trumpet, which is bad anyway, because that's just high, and high.
Yeah.
None of them are here.
The tenor wasn't there, so it was just an alto and a...
And both of them aren't in the band anymore.
Yeah. They're both, all
the horns on were like, hey guys, I'm the horn line, and I'm really high!
Oh, and your pedal wouldn't work.
Yeah, my distortion pedal, this is all the same show. This is why the show is so bad. My distortion pedal cut out every time, and I'll explain to the chillins that don't know what that means. There's basically 2 ways a guitar can sound. It can sound clean and lovely, or it can sound like, and distorted. And a distortion pedal switches the channel into the, harder sound. And so any point in a song where it was really heavy and you needed a lot of sound, there would be no guitar. It totally cut out entirely. So it would actually be less, which is the exact opposite of where we were going.
Yeah, and I ran over like 5 school children on the way to that show, so...
Yeah, that was also unfortunate.
It was a bad day. Elated is a good, it really gets the adrenaline going. Like, not in like a way, but in like a, I just feel really good kind of way.
Yes.
That's a good show.
It's all those like crazy assholes. Oh, can I say that? No. All those guys that like work out like a ton.
Dude bros?
Yeah,
Bros.
exactly.
Bros.
When the bros go to the gym, they're like, bro, I'm pumping up, bro, and they're like, oh, I'm getting the endorphins. And they do that. Like I guess that's my equivalent of playing a show is like that because
Minus the douchebaggery.
Exactly, because I hate working out and that makes me feel terrible. So I assume that that's what it feels like for them, is what playing a show feels like for me. It's falling, so are we 7
No, it's not, bro.
Does it just streak or what? Anybody, so everybody else know the chorus?
Randomly takes the
I know.
code from the computer.
Whatever.
Like it's just
Sometimes I see what I want to see, 'cause the truth is I can't be who you want me to be. Sometimes I see what I want to see, 'cause the truth is I can't be who you want me to be. Who you want me to be, who you want me to be, who you want me to be.
Thank you.